Hello everyone, this is Atul Mishra, lecturer in Mechanical Department of Pravin Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Okay, we are studying automobile engineering subject. We have successfully completed 3 parts of the first unit, that is Introduction to Automobile Engineering. In our previous video, we have seen about the introduction of automobile, then classification of automobile, then different layouts of automobile we have seen. Then we have seen about the chassis, frame and body. We have seen different types of chassis, we have seen different types of body. Okay, how they are combined and form a vehicle we have seen. Okay, in this video we are going to see in details about the aerodynamic and what are the aerodynamic forces and alternative fuels. So what is aerodynamic? An aerodynamic force is a force exerted on a body by the air or other gases in which the body is immersed and is due to the relative motion between the body and the gases. Okay, with the help of this diagram, let's get to understand. So when the vehicle is moving in this direction, okay, let's say in front direction, it is flowing in the front direction. So whatever air is going to become in this contact, it is going to push, or you can say it is going to exert the force in opposite direction of this vehicle. Okay, so this is the force which is going to exerted by the air. Okay, this force, or you can say resistance of this air, is called as the aerodynamic forces. Okay, this can be increase your fuel consumption of a body, or it can be reduce the speed of a body. Okay, so these are the demerits of this aerodynamic forces. So what we do, we define a shape, aerodynamic shape, to reduce the forces. Which forces? Aerodynamic forces. Okay. Okay, aerodynamic forces. So there are two causes of aerodynamic forces. The first one is the normal force due to the pressure on the surface of the body. Okay, what is normal force? Due to pressure on the surface of a body. When the pressure is going to be exerted on the surface of a body, then it is called as a normal force. Then the shear force due to the viscosity of gas, also known as skin friction. Okay. Then the next one is this aerodynamic force is commonly resolved into two components acting through the body center of pressure. What are these two components? The first one is drag and another one is lift. Then what is drag? So is the force component parallel to the direction of the relative motion. In this diagram we can see this is the relative motion of the vehicle, and in the opposite direction we are having drag force. Then the next one is lift. Lift is the force component perpendicular to the direction of the relative motion. Okay, so this is the relative motion of the component, and this is the lift force perpendicular to it. Okay, let's say this is the direction and this is the perpendicular force of the lift. Okay, let's say in detail what is drag and what is lift. So this is the thrust force which is going to be applied by the this component, or you can say vehicle. In this opposite direction we are having this drag force. Okay, and this is the weight, and this is the thrust force applied by the vehicle, and we are having perpendicular lift force. The drag, sometimes called as a resistance, a type of friction or fluid resistance. Another type of friction or fluid friction is a force acting opposite to the relative motion of any object moving with respect to the surrounding fluid. Next point, drag forces depend on the velocity. Okay, drag force are going to be dependent on the velocity, means if the velocity is going to be increased, the drag force also going to be increased, because it is acting opposite direction of the relative motion of the vehicle. The next one is a lift. Fluid flowing around the surface of an object exert a force on it. Lift is the component of this force that is perpendicular to the ongoing flow direction. If the vehicle is moving in this direction, so the lift force is going to be perpendicular to it. Okay, as you can see in this diagram, the lift force is perpendicular. Okay, lift is the component of this force that is in perpendicular to the ongoing flow direction. It construct with the drag force, which is the component of force parallel to the flow direction. The next, lift conventionally act in an upward direction in order to counter the force of gravity, but it can act in any direction at right angle to the flow. Okay, the lift force can be act in any direction, but primarily it is going to be act in the opposite direction of the gravity. So this is how in downward direction we are having gravity force, and it is acting in the opposite direction of this gravity force. Lift force is acting in the opposite direction of the gravity force. Okay, the next topic is alternative energy sources. uh, Conventionally we are using petrol engine and diesel engine for the energy producing, or you can say running the engine, but as now we are having more energy alternative source, like natural gases as a fuel in automobile, liquefied petroleum gas as a fuel in automobile, biodiesel as a fuel in automobile, then hybrid electrical vehicle in automobile. So natural gases and fuel in automobile we have seen. Okay, so these are the alternative fuels. Alternative fuels, also known as non-conventional fuels, in any material or substance that can be used as a fuel other than the fossil fuels or conventional fuels. You know? Okay. The term alternative fuels usually refer to a source of which energy is reusable. Okay, sorry, renewable. Then alternative fuels includes methanol and ethanol, alcohol fuel, natural gases compressed or liquefied, hydrogen, biodiesel, electricity, and battery fuel cell. So these are the alternative fuels which can be used for running the automobile, or you can say vehicle. So we all are using it right now. We are using electricity for running the automobile, hydrogen we are using, natural gases we are using, LPG, CNG. Okay, the natural gases as a fuel in automobile. A natural gas vehicle, NGV, is an alternative fuel vehicle that uses compressed natural gas, CNG, or liquefied natural gas, LNG, as a cleaner alternative to other fossil fuel. The next, natural gas vehicle should not be confused with vehicle powered by propane, LPG, which is a fuel with a fundamental different composition worldwide. There were 14.8 million natural gases vehicle by 2011, led by Iran with 2.86 million, Pakistan 2.85 million, Argentina 2.07 million, Brazil 1.70 million, and India we are having 1.10 million. This data is of 2011 only. The next we are having liquefied petroleum gas as a fuel in automobile. Liquefied petroleum gas or liquid petroleum gas, LPG or LP gas, also referred to as a simple propane or butane, is a flammable mixture of hydrocarbon gases used as a fuel in heating appliances, cooking equipment and vehicles. It is increasingly used as a aerosol propellant and a refrigerant, replacing chlorofluorocarbon in an effort to reduce damage to the ozone layer. When specifically used as a vehicle fuel, it is often referred to as a auto gas. Okay. Then about biodiesel as a fuel in automobile. Biodiesel and conventional diesel vehicle are one in the same, although light, medium and heavy duty diesel vehicles are not technically alternative fuels vehicles may are capable to running on biodiesel. Biodiesel, which is most often used as a blend with regular diesel fuel, can be used in many diesel vehicles without any engine modification. The most common biodiesel blend is B20, which is 20% biodiesel and 80% conventional diesel. B5, 5% biodiesel and 95% diesel is also commonly used in fleets. So next we are having hybrid electric vehicle. A hybrid electric vehicle, that is HEV, is a type of hybrid vehicle and electric vehicle which combine a conventional internal combustion engine, that is ICE propulsion system, with an electric propulsion system. Okay, means it is going to be propel on the internal combustion engine also and electrical propulsion system also, means it is going to be run by the diesel engine or petrol engine, or it is also going to be run on the electric power system, that is motor, battery and motor. The presence of electric powertrain is intended to achieve either better fuel economy than a conventional vehicle or better performance. There are a variety of HEV types and the degree of which they function as EV electric vehicles varies as well. The most common form of HEV is the hybrid electric car, although hybrid electric truck, pickup and tractors and buses also exist. So these are the hybrid electric vehicle or fully electric vehicles are running on the road. So this is the layout. Okay, with the help of this layout we can understand. This is ICE, that is internal combustion engine. We are having fuel tank. So we are fully aware. If we are not aware, then we are going to get in details about this ICE, how internal combustion engine is going to be work. So this is fuel tank. This IC engine going to take fuel and going to generate the power. This power is going to be supplied to this driving wheels. Okay. If we are going to run on the IC engine, then this will be the system of IC engine. Okay. This will be the system of IC engine. Means the component will be fuel tank, IC engine, mechanical coupling, differential and rear wheel. Okay. But when we are going to running that particular vehicle on electric, so this is the plug with which we are going to charge this battery. Okay, after this battery energy storage system, we are having this storage system, battery charger. After that, this is the battery storage system. So this is the battery only. Okay, then power electronic converter, this convert the power, whichever power is required for the motor. And after this motor is going to run, and or you can say generate the power which is required to propel this vehicle. Okay, what is going to happen in this? Here we are converting the chemical energy of this fuel tank into the heat energy. After that heat energy we are going to convert it into mechanical energy. After that we are going to utilize it for running the vehicle. And here we are using the electrical energy, convert it into chemical energy. Okay, again we are going to utilize that chemical energy with the help of this electronic converter. We are going to convert it into electrical energy. After electrical energy it is going to convert it into mechanical energy with the help of this motor, and that mechanical energy, or you can say rotation, is going to utilize to run this automobile. This is how hybrid vehicles are going to be run on the road. Okay, hybrid means it is going to be run on the IC engine also, and it is going to be run on the electrical power also. Okay, thank you.